Introducing the Olympic silver medalist and the master of the drunken style, ladies and gentlemen, Ben the Surgeon Whittaker!
Okay, lads, keep that contest. Keep it clean at all times, keep respect at all times, keep respect at all times. Touch gloves, here we go.
Good boy, the man in charge here. And there is Whittaker, just taking a seat on the rope there, testing it out. Seeing how tense it is.
Round one.
So into the first we go, they're scheduled for 8. Leon Willings in the blue. Central area champion, won that with a really good performance against Jake Barton in Liverpool. Boxing out of the away corner. He hasn't had too long to prepare for this, but he never strays too far from the gym. And he was willing to step up. It's not easy to get people to fight Whittaker. The price has gone up again in most people's minds after what happened at the start of February. So matching him can be a tough job.
Really? I've heard a few up-and-coming boxers calling him out. So, but hey, I guess, like you said, they're looking for a certain caliber, and yeah, this is the fight we got. Williams, Central Area champion.
Jab to the chest there from Whittaker. Little feint, seeing if he can draw something there from Willings. Shot the right hand into the body, then went up top. That's decent defence there from Willings. He was trapped in the corner, but it just dipping at the waist, managed to avoid the left hand that came in.
Yeah, good work there though from Whittaker, targeting the body, you know, take what he gives you, and he's doing that, taking the body, jabs the body, straight right hands the body, then banging in that left hook. You already see there the body, red raw, again, stabbing that jab into the body.
Yeah, I like Ben. Ben's very busy with his jab. Thrown about 1,000 shots already.
Looking to track down with the right hand, a good touchdown there for Willings, so that will be counted as a knockdown. He was pinned back on the ropes. He was looking for the left hand to the body there, Whittaker. Then did just catch him with that chopping down right hand. Willings just shaking his head as he realised the knockout was going to be given. Then when boxing resumed, tried to climb into a left hook, but a rattling up on the left-hand side of the face as well as the ribcage. Whittaker picking his punches well here.
He's really digging them in now. Just landed a lovely left hook to the body.
Yeah,
Shot with a right hand.
This is the fastest, most aggressive start I've seen from Ben Whittaker.
There's been no prevarication here whatsoever. He's been straight into business. No standing off, no having a look. None of the showboating that we've seen previously in fights. He's just got straight down to the business of letting his hands go. Strong right hand there again. Willings just trying to dip those knees and roll away from the left hand. He's trapped in the corner.
Yeah, I think that guy that maybe called him out at the press conference is peed him off because he's really firing at all cylinders.
We're right to the end of the round there. We've got a little bit of what we've seen so far. Incredible reflexes, and then just dabbing that right hand into the body.
Not be on them ropes with him, kid. Non-stop head movement, okay? Make him miss, make him pay, right? You need to establish your jab, okay?
Yeah, good hand speed from Whittaker. Left hook to the body working well for him. With a good straight right hand there, yeah, chopped it down.
Lovely variation with his opponent on the ropes, body, head. Yeah, I don't think, Leon's going to go past 3 rounds, you know.
It's a top hand for him. He enjoys himself in there, Ben Whittaker. Every single moment of it.
Round 2.
And there is nothing wrong with showing off those skills, nothing wrong with showing off those reflexes. We had this discussion about said topic, the two of us, during the week, which I very much enjoyed. We know we'll get back to it at some point. The left hand there, though, does land for Willings, as Whittaker was just trying to pull out, so he's got to be a little bit careful. He's got a strong left hook, Leon Willings.
That might have been the first time I've seen him get hit with 3 shots, you know.
It's good to see that from Willings, opening up, not being so passive, but actually, you know, taking the initiative. You know, he's pinning on those ropes. He's got it, the right hand's going to come over the top of that jab. So he's got to make. It's okay making Whittaker miss, but he's got to fire back as well.
But that will have given Willings some confidence. Maybe caught Whittaker a little bit cold at the start of the round. Look for the uppercut with the left hand, then with the right. He's just beginning to open up a little bit here, Willings, which may be exactly what Whittaker wants, but it's making for a good spectacle.
He landed a nice right uppercut there, Willings.
Good long right hand, followed up by the left, but the glove was not what it needed to be there for Willings to take some of the impact out of it.
Ben's doing something really good when Williams is on the ropes. He's tabbing him to the mid area and then comes upstairs. It's really, really good. You can see the reddening on Williams' body already.
And looking for that uppercut again there, Willings. In this game, you could tell that from watching his previous fights. And that left hand is quite dangerous because he throws it in a quite unorthodox manner. Good right hand here though for Whittaker. As he throws 4 or 5 in a row, he could fling it up from the waist, below the waist, almost down by his knee, Willings.
There's the shot to the body again. Taps downstairs and comes upstairs. Really good stuff by Whittaker. Lovely right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I just measured him with the lead left hand, then chopped it down.
Again, just climbs into that left hand. It's a strange, unorthodox kind of style that he throws it with. Whittaker getting back to the jab to the body. He's winning this round, Whittaker, but Willings has had a much better round than he had in the first round, and it'll be giving him plenty of confidence if he can finish it well in this last 30 seconds.
Definitely a much better round for Willings, landed some good shots.
And he's starting to have a little razzle-dazzle as well with the hands down, and you know, it looks like he's getting a bit more confident.
Into the final 10 seconds. And he's settled here, Willings. You always wonder whether fighters will handle this kind of stage when they take to it for the first time. Going about the business of breaking him down, and that's what you have to do in any fight. If you want that finish, you have to earn it. It's always possible you can catch somebody cold with one they're not ready for, they're not braced for early in a fight, but you can't ever bank on that. Whittaker certainly hasn't here. He's gone about his business in a very purposeful fashion. But Willings showed us something in that second round, didn't he, Dan?
No, he did. Like I said, he was getting a bit more confident. Didn't win the round, but was definitely had a better round. Yeah, but Whittaker's just teeing off on Willings on the ropes.
Good 1-2 there from Whittaker. Willings tried to get off the ropes, eventually does. Behind that left hand, he recognised that that was not where he needed to be. He found the range well there, Whittaker. Right hand comes back there from Willings, and Whittaker, I think, is enjoying this, having somebody in front of him who was really looking to try and throw back, and a little bit of a flash move there from Willings. He turned southpaw, turned square, and then kind of threw in a long left uppercut.
Yeah, I heard in the corner, Willings' coach telling him beat him at his own game, so maybe we might see a bit of showboating from Willings.
Good solid right hands again there for Whittaker as he's got Willings backed up to the ropes, but he's taken these well so far to win this fight. So it doesn't mean you can take them forever, but he hasn't shown any ill effects of tasting the power of Whittaker.
Poor right hand. Oh, he makes me laugh. Just trying to point at me whilst he's in the ring. What a funny guy.
Willings just offering in that head almost there, then launches in with the left. And he's making Whittaker work here. Right hand over the top, landed on the back of the head, but then the left hand got through.
He's growing in confidence as well.
How can he let him talk to his coach? Jeez.
And Whittaker with a long right hand gets through, and he's trying to put Willings under some pressure in the corner here, but Willings just rocking and rolling there, managed to get out of trouble.
Back on your job, come on, work! Look inside, let's go!
We've cut now on the right eye.
On the corner of the right eye. From one of those right hands, you would imagine, has a little bit of a wild swing at Whittaker, who sheens in front of him, playing the to the ball, but Willings does manage to get hold of him to a degree. And I like this on Leon Willings, because when Whittaker is trying to do that kind of thing, he won't have it.
No, he's defiant. He's trying to slip outside the jab there, trying to fight back with the right hand. He's fired off here.
He sees that almost as his invitation. Right, okay, maybe you're not 100% concentrated here. Here I come.
Yeah, it's been the first 3 rounds have been interesting to say the least. Look, Ben Whittaker's on top, but he hasn't had it all his own way. Willings certainly landed some good shots and has got the way.
Lovely right hand, jeez.
Willings just hitting it with the right hand there, then catches Whittaker with the left as Whittaker was just on his way back out.
Whittaker took it well though.
He did take it well. Another right there from Willings. Whittaker probably would do well to just get back on the jab here, body and head, go up and down like he was at the start of the fight, and just try and go about the process once again of working his opponent over, because he's just got a bit of wind in his sails here, Leon Willings, and Whittaker needs to take it out, basically.
Definitely, and get back to the jab to the body, straight right hands to the head, left hook to the body, put those combinations together and, yeah, put out the fire that Leon Willings has managed to create.
and he's being a touch more circumspect in this fourth round. So far, at least, Whittaker just painting with that front foot, looking to keep it at distance, jab to the chest. He's just looking to reset here and try and re-establish that absolute dominance that he had in the first round.
Yeah, it looks like Ben slowed down a bit. I don't know, maybe he's just trying to, like you said, show that, yeah, set the dominance in the line. But yeah, he ain't throwing as much.
I think he needs to be mindful of what's coming back at him, because Leon Williams has, fired back the straight right hand, slipped outside the jabs, and Whittaker came back with the right hand. Sometimes the jumping lead left uppercut. So he's got to be mindful of what's coming back at him.
And he's getting more confident with the shoulder roll as well when he's on the rope. He's rolling a few right hands.
Just stuttered his way in there, Willings, and tried to let that right hand go. There wasn't quite enough room for it by the time he did. This has been a quieter round for the pair of them, spearing out that jab there, Whittaker. Looking for a big overhand right there, Willings.
Good job from Leon.
Nice right hand counter there from Whittaker. Trying to chop down with that right hand again, but he has been having it dipping quite low at the waist, Willings. And you have to make that adjustment.
Leon's defence is quite good.
So into the fifth, into the second half of this, scheduled for 8. Ben Whittaker, Olympic silver medalist, very highly rated prospect. He's in the red and white.
I said it weren't going to go past 3. Leon's doing all right.
Absolutely, he is. He is. And I said towards the beginning that you don't know when somebody steps up onto this kind of stage, particularly when they're facing a character like Whittaker, whether they will be able to handle it, Matt, or whether they will freeze. You just don't know until the first bell goes. It was a torrid first round, but in the second round, he gambled a bit, didn't he? And that shows that he's got some bottle as well as some ability.
Yeah, I think he took some clean shots. He got obviously the knockdown, but I think he thought, no, you know what, I can live with that power. I think the speed has troubled him and the variety at times from Whittaker, but I think he's felt the power and thought, no, I can cope with that. And he's got a little bit bolder in times as the fight's gone. That said, Whittaker has won every round clearly, but he's certainly been competitive, Willings.
When Whittaker's really struggling to land that right hand now, it looks like Willings is rolling them with ease. He's getting more and more confident.
You mentioned it, Dan, and his defence, particularly on the ropes, has been good because he tucks his chin in behind that shoulder. He uses that roll, and not all that much has got through clean. And when the right hand has landed, he's been pulled right onto his back foot, so the sting's kind of gone out of it, mostly by the time it's landed.
Yes, look, he missed the right hand there again. Lovely uppercut.
Just capable there, Willings, of coming back with something. Whittaker sticking to the task, right hand there, left into the body, lands onto the body, Willings comes back.
There was a good left hook there from Willings, and then Whittaker lands a lovely straight right hand.
Well, 2 right hands right there. I have to really give credit to Leon's defence there. Ben's going to have to come up with something else, and he just puts in a cheeky uppercut there.
He showed a good chin as well, Willings, because he didn't take that right hand flush.
Ben Whittaker's showing a good chin also. He's been caught with a few clean shots as well. And look, two left hooks there, and just pops his head in front of Leon.
Just swaggering forward, Whittaker, looking to launch that left hand.
Rolls another right hand. Sorry, I'm just in awe of how he's rolling them right hands. Good shoulder roll. Lovely left hooks too.
Whittaker, though, on face, looks to try. Let his own hands go a little bit into the final 10 seconds of round 5.
Leon is definitely getting more and more confident. It's making Ben miss, and he's landing shots.
Willings has got better as the fight's gone on.
I'll admit I did fear for Leon Williams a little bit this week because it's just such a big step up in every single way, and as I said, you don't know how somebody will react, and you never want any fighter who's bold enough to take that kind of step to have it turn into a really regrettable experience, and that is not what has happened here.
No, but I looked at Leon's record, and he's had some decent fights against decent opposition. He's won an area title, and I really respect the area titles because you're always fighting someone who's of the same ilk as you. So the occasion might have got to him, but he's definitely been in there with 50-50 fights, or fights he might not have even been titled to win. So he's definitely showing what he's made of, for sure.
And he's only 23 years of age himself.
It's a baby.
People will ask the question though, Matt, if this goes the distance. And that question will be, should Ben Whittaker be dealing with an area level fighter in better fashion than this, given the talent that he has and what people think he could go on to achieve?
I think the thing with Ben Whittaker is he's not a massive puncher. Yeah, I know he scored some good knockouts, but that's because he's timed the shots nicely and walked the monster shots. I don't think he's a massive puncher. I think he's a very slick boxer, very skillful, sharp. And so, you know, he is going to box people that maybe he's not going to get them out of there as quick as people would normally think that he would. But I think you'll see the best of Ben Whittaker when he's in with somebody where it's like a 50-50 fight. I think that's when he'll really see him shine.
Heading into the final minute of round 6. And again, he's not looked to be too expansive in this round. Whittaker doubling up with a jab to the body, then up to the head. And Willings, I think, is happy enough to almost agree to a round off here to an extent. Because it's been boxing a good pace, this, isn't it?
No, very good pace.
You know, when you're doing all the working around, you're letting the shots go, and the other guy's just kind of surviving, looking after himself, but then kind of ambushes you with a burst once around. It's, do you know what I mean? It's not the same. I'm not going to say it's easy to do that against someone like Ben Whittaker. It isn't, but it's Ben Whittaker's winning the rounds, he's initiating the attacks, he's putting the work in. Willings is on the back foot, and every now and then he'll open up with a burst, but he can't sustain it to win the round. That's good work, Whittaker.
This is good for Whittaker. Really concussive use of the jab for about 10 seconds before that. Then let his hands go a little bit. So into the 7th. Whittaker in the white and red, Willings in the blue and white. Tried to time the right hand over the top of the jab there, Whittaker.
I think if Willings is more aggressive and comes forward, that'll be better for Whittaker. I think, you know, he's, like I said, he's not the heaviest single punch hitter, but he's sharp, he's a good counter puncher, and he walks you onto a shot that you don't see. That's how he scores his knockouts. But if the guy's going to be on the back foot, surviving, it's harder for him to get the knockouts.
He just switched out for briefly there, Willings. Again, just manages to roll under a couple on the ropes, but then did catch a couple. I think he's beginning to feel this a bit, Leon Willings. I think those resistance levels are beginning to drop because he's taken plenty of clean punches, and as I said, you can't necessarily take them forever. You can feel the power and be confident that it's not just going to completely take you out, but the cumulative effect is what we're seeing now.
And he's hardly coming back with anything, so it seems like it's only a matter of time now.
And in these last 3 or 4 rounds, he's gone back to basics, really. Whittaker, he made a very good, strong start. Then they had a little bit of a tear-up, really, in rounds 2 and 3, and Willings played a good part in that. But from 4 onwards, Whittaker has gone back to that jab mostly, throwing that 1-2, just believing that over time that will break his opponent down and put them in a position where maybe he can get the finish. But were he not to tonight, you don't always judge a fight's merits on whether you get the stoppage or not, Matt. I think he'll be happy to get 8 good rounds in the bank here.
Yeah, I think so. Willings has been competitive. He's landed some good shots. He's made Whittaker think. Whittaker's landed some good shots himself, and he's been dominant.
Nah, he definitely won't be happy with if it goes the distance. He wants another highlight Instagram reel, and he wants something to get loads of views on. This isn't going to get him that, and yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll want to get the knockout.
Yeah, but you ain't going to get those every time, Daniel, as you know.
And Willings just looking for the uppercut there. Whittaker standing a little bit closer, couldn't find out Willings, and then swings himself off his feet, looking for a huge left hook. Whittaker just managing to pull back out of range, but again, he's still got that fight in him, Willings. I did wonder whether it was slowly leaving him, but not a bit of it.
He landed a good, 2 clean shots, nice left hook there, but he's just not throwing enough of them. I think he's happy with this guy run for his money, you know, because he's not doing that bad, he's just not doing enough.
Now, you make a good point there. Because that's what fighters always do, isn't it? You're never really satisfied, and although he'll take a lot of pride if he gets through to the end of the fight here, with the way that he has boxed, the way that he has fought, the way that he has dug in, he will, I'm sure, think along those lines in the coming days, and it'll be very interesting to see what he goes on to do from here. He's targeting an English title, I know that. Ricky Summers is defending that against Troy James before too long. Whittaker just going for a little walk away to our right-hand side, and then in the final 2 minutes I think we'll look to try and flick through the gears as much as he can and see if he can get that stoppage. It doesn't look likely at the moment. He got that knockdown in the opening round, but since then Willings has swung himself off his feet in that previous round, but other than that, he hasn't really looked particularly hurt by any single punch at any point.
I'm actually a bit let down. You know, I was expecting more dancing, more showboating. Yeah, maybe the level of opposition, you know, the higher it goes, maybe that, you know, it drops, all that drop from Ben Whittaker. I was looking forward to seeing some new moves, and lovely 1-2 on the ropes.
Well, we've seen a little bit of that, but
Nah, not enough. Not enough.
Willings hasn't
right
really
hand.
allowed him to do it to an extent, and I do think that he's come here tonight with a real sense of purpose, Whittaker, to break his opponent down and just be all business. He did say that yesterday after the weigh-in to Andy Scott, but then he says plenty of things.
Nah, you know, the followers, the viewers, you know, everyone on the Ben Whittaker bandwagon, we come to see dancing, humiliation, have a laugh. Do you know what I mean? We didn't come to see this.
Final few seconds, and Willings looking to try and let that left hand go again. Looking out of the ring there, Whittaker. Willings just leaves and throws that big over the right, and that was a decent shot. Whittaker trying to counter with the right hand. There goes a 10-second clapper. This is going to go all the way to the final belt. Whittaker with a nice stiff jab there, but Willings is going to finish the fight. Back in Ben Whittaker up to the right.
78-73, declaring your winner and still undefeated, Ben the Surgeon Whittaker.